Is Yogi right tonight? My first opening speaker is Nahid Lari Khan of the Samajwadi Party. I welcome Tuhin, I welcome Abhishek, Ratnakarji and Tausif. Now, is Yogi right? It's a very stark statement on the safety of Hindus in Muslim majority areas. He's saying if basic point is if Hindus are dominant, they are safe. But in a Muslim majority areas, Hindus are not safe. And if Hindus are safe, Muslims will be safe.
Yogi is a liar. In Bangladesh, all the supporters and ministers of Sheikh Hasina were targeted. And Sheikh Hasina had a huge following among Hindus in Bangladesh. And that is why they were targeted. In Uttar Pradesh, Muslims are not even allowed to give their azans on loudspeaker, and you are saying that everybody is free to practice their religion. In Uttar Pradesh, every day in, day out, lynchings are happening, and you are saying, oh, Muslims are safe. In Uttar Pradesh, even Yadavs are not safe. Look at the figures. The fake encounters that has targeted Yadav.
Are Hindus safe in Bengal?
Wait for the backlash.
Are Hindus safe in Bengal?
Yogi has sensed
Can there be open Ram Navami processions? On the 6th of April, will there be open Ram Navami processions in Bengal? Can you have Durga Puja, ideal immersions in Bengal? What are you talking about? Tuhin is responding on the debate tonight. Is Yogi right? Tuhin.
Arnab, Yogi ji has spoken the hard truth, the undeniable truth, and he has spoken with unmatched precision and unambiguity. And this is something which the opposition cannot take. Fact is, he has not just spoken the truth about India. This is the universal truth, but I will come to that later. Fact is, the message from what he has said is very clear. In a village where the Hindu is in majority, nationalism will always gain primacy over religion. But in a village where Muslims are in majority, there is a very high likelihood that religion will gain primacy over nationalism, and the repercussions of this will be disastrous, because that will eventually lead to bigotry. And we have seen this over the last 100 years, we have seen this at multiple points of time in various places. We saw it in Kashmir in 1990, the genocide of Kashmiri Hindus in January 1990. Over the last many decades, we have seen it in Santhal, where the Hindu population has dwindled to a minority, where they were even shuddering to play Holi until, things turned around this year completely. We have seen that in the Simanchal region of Bihar, in Sapol and Madhubani. We have seen that we are currently witnessing that in the Jharkhand, in the Santhal Pargana region, Dumka, Sahibganj, Pakur, and you have seen it in Assam. We have seen it in Bengal, but obviously Tausif lives in denial. Fact is that, the moment, and this is not just restricted to India, the same phenomena is unfolding in
Anyway,
Britain.
I don't think loudspeakers are a fundamental right of any religion. One minute, just 1 minute, Tuhin. I don't think loudspeakers are a fundamental right. Are loudspeakers a fundamental right of Muslims?
10 more seconds.
Are loudspeakers a fundamental right of the Muslim community?
Arnab,
1 minute, I want to counter to that. 1 minute, just hold on. Tausif, yeah?
Lynching and riots, communal rights and lynching are the fundamental right of RSS.
No, how are loudspeakers the fundamental right of the Muslim community?
Has a fundamental right to lynch.
How are loudspeakers using loudspeakers the fundamental right of the Muslim community? The Bombay High Court has said on January 23rd, 2025 that law enforcement agencies should take prompt action against loudspeakers. Loudspeakers violate pollution norms. Loudspeakers are not the fundamental right in any way of any religion. Don't make this an issue. You want to put a loudspeaker about outside Abhishek Sudhir's house, blare into his house, and any time he asks you, you will say, I am a Muslim, my fundamental rights are being violated. What is this? I mean, and you want to tell me, okay, let me counter you with ask you one question. Name any part of the country today, right, where there has been a demographic change and there is no communal strife. For example, I'm from Assam, Abhishek, and you must ask the Hindus in West Assam how they feel after they being reduced to a minority. If you want to know
the demographic change. Say how many
What demographic shift? Who did the demographic shift?
left
Who did the demographic shift?
Say what is
Demographic shift.
We all know who did it. We all know
Who did the demographic shift?
leaving India
In Bengal, in Assam, who did the demographic shift?
This is something you have no...
Abhishek is on the debate with Nahid right now, 1 versus 1. Now Abhishek and Nahid. Abhishek,
Thousands of Indians.
calm down
What
everyone.
did-
I know
Yes.
it's a hot debate.
Yogi ji made a simple point.
We are
Calm
purely
down.
pro and against
Yogi ji made a
Yogi's
simple
position
point.
tonight.
He said that
97% of the
Muslims are
people,
safest in
Abhishek, 1 minute. This is a huge number. 97% of people
That's true. Absolutely.
are scanning, WhatsApping and tweeting in support of Yogi Adityanath. Don't disregard that. Yes, please.
Yes, and he made a simple point, Mr. Goswami. He said Muslims are safer in India. Look at Pakistan. The numbers of Hindus was in the double digits. Now, low single digits. Right? You talk about demographic change. The Hindus of Pakistan have been decimated. Hindus of Bangladesh, we have a speaker here who has the audacity to come on air and say, oh, you know, Hindus supported Sheikh Hasina, so it is okay to attack Hindus. What kind of nonsense is this? Muslims get the benefit of every government scheme. They have large families. They have multiple children. Right? They reproduce in huge numbers. They have access to Ayushman Bharat. They get free rations. They get to vote. They can do anything they want. The one right they don't have is to engage in pattarbazi. You don't have the right to riot. And when you riot, your homes will be bulldozed. It's as simple as that. Don't engage in violence. Don't say you're provoked at the drop of a hat. You don't have the right to engage in riots. Yogi Adityanath has set the situation straight in Uttar Pradesh. I have lived in Uttar Pradesh for the last 4 years of my life. I have felt completely safe. Every Muslim in Uttar Pradesh is safe as long as he doesn't throw stones at Hindus and at temples and at processions and allows Ram Navami to take place, allows Holi to take place. Every time there is Holi, the Hindu community has to shudder in Sambal as to whether they can celebrate it or not. And you have these Muslim Samajwadi Party MPs who steal power worth crores of rupees in Sambal, speaking of how Muslims are suppressed. This is a joke. The BJP has been conducting iftar parties. Prime Minister Modi is distributing kits to members of the Muslim community. The Muslim community never rewards the BJP electorally, but the BJP nevertheless goes along, takes them along with Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Right? So, but nevertheless, you have this opposition that has created this victim mindset in them. They play this victim card all the time, this victimhood from Palestine to Kashmir. They act like victims, where in fact they are the aggressors, because even the majority in India is not safe, because we have been subjugated by this minority. When the Mughals were in power, we were subjugated by the minority. When the Congress was in power, the Hindus were subjugated by this minority. It's only in 2014 clearly that the Hindus have had the opportunity. I myself have done the bidding of this opposition. I myself have been in fear of offending this vote bank. When I was in the Samajwadi Party, if I made one statement that was pro-Hindu, I was immediately called up.
Was it? Is it true?
Goswami,
If you spoke pro-Hindu, 1 minute, we have another Samajwadi Party spokesperson. If you spoke pro-Hindu, you were called up by whom?
Yes.
Who called you?
Of course.
Who called you?
Yeah, it's not allowed. You look at it, if you praise Maharana Pratap in the Congress party, look at her laugh, look at the laughter. Ma'am, you can laugh today because you're in a Hindu majority country. If you were in Saudi Arabia, you would not be able to laugh, madam. You would not be able to come on a TV debate if you were in Saudi Arabia. You are on this TV debate because you're in a Hindu majority country. Please accept that. Learn to value the freedoms you have in this country. Please understand the freedoms that you have in this country, which you won't even get in a Muslim majority
Before
country.
I bring Nahid Lali Khan to respond tonight, viewers, the basic question tonight is Yogi right. Now, whether you like him or not like him, and whatever you may say, he's a divisive figure, he's a polarizing figure, or he's a great administrator, he's a tough guy, he's anti-mafia, he's got a bulldozer approach to stuff. But there is no denying the fact tonight, no denying the fact that Yogi is building a very loyal support base of himself, of people among the Hindu community who believe that he speaks the kind of language that makes a lot of sense. And there's no denying that. In the numbers tonight, 97% of the people are supporting Yogi Adityanath. Nobody's going to. This is quite unprecedented tonight, right? Shantanu is also coming in on the debate, but I have to go to Nahid Lali Khan. Viewers, I want to make my show representative. So even if you disagree with me, take your phone, scan, WhatsApp, attack and abuse me. I don't mind, but do not stay silent on any issue concerning you. Yogi says if Hindus are safe, Muslims are safe. I agree. if Hindus are safe, Muslims are safe. If Hindus are not safe, then there will be a section of Hindus who will feel, Nahid, that they are subject to persecution by Muslims and hence will also feel antagonized towards Muslims. And that is going to lead to violence. So if Yogi says if Hindus are safe, Muslims are safe, he's basically saying, listen, Hindus, don't be violent towards Muslims, don't be violent towards Hindus, and there will be no violence towards you. Right? He's talking quite straight, isn't it? Nahid, what problem do you have with a logical statement?
Arnab ji, before answering to this question of yours, I would like to urge it. There was this person in grey sadri, the person speaking before me.
Abhishek Sudhir.
Okay. So I urge Honorable Supreme Court to take so moto cognizance of this debate, because openly Mr. Abhishek is disrespecting Honorable Supreme Court. Just 2 days back, Honorable Supreme Court reprimanded Uttar Pradesh government. Uttar Pradesh government means Mr. Yogi regarding bulldozing a house. And Honorable Supreme Court said, how can you bulldoze a house? How can you break a
bulldozing
house?
can take place if there is a violation of norms. What are you talking about? You're going to teach me law.
I didn't interrupt anybody.
I have 3 law
I didn't
degrees.
interrupt anybody.
I don't need any lessons in law.
Like
Abhishek, she didn't interrupt you. Come on.
I have 3 law degrees.
Abhishek.
No. I don't like this. This is not BJP Karyalaya.
You can't allow them to peddle lies like this.
Just keep
if the norms
But
are being
Abhishek,
violated.
she disagreed with you, but he responded after you. Now, come on. Yeah, chill. Yeah, 1 minute.
On charges of
You
rape.
cannot expect them to respect a
Their MLAs arrested on
woman.
charges of rape. And they have an
This
illegal
is an
construction. It will
anti-woman
be
party,
bulldozed.
a party of rapists. You cannot
There's no
expect
gender
them to
angle in
respect
this,
women.
Nahid. There's no political debate. There's no gender angle here. Please stay away from introducing a gender angle into the debate.
No, of course, one single woman sitting on your debate, and if I'm not allowed to speak, that openly means that this person is and BJP is anti-woman. Everybody knows this. Openly, he said, your house will be bulldozed. How can he say this? The Honorable Supreme Court has reprimanded UP government, has reprimanded Yogi government for bulldozing a house just 2 days back. I urge Honorable Supreme Court to take so moto cognizance and to take action against this Mr. Abhishek. He's openly saying कि bulldozer चल जाएगा. He's openly saying. Now, regarding your question regarding your topic, see, if I speak on your debate, this whole talk, what Mr. Yogi is doing is all Chandul Khana talk. See, it's very important that educated people should sit in power on high post. It's very important, because otherwise they will start speaking brainless things. You know, they just speak brainless talks. This is all brainless talks. Now somebody else is speaking. Now, what's the problem with BJP? There's something wrong with their mouth. They're suffering with, we all know that we're suffering with mental illness. We all know, the entire public knows. 90% plus PDA knows that BJP and RSS is suffering with acute mental illness, mental disease. But at least have some control over your tongue. We all know you have long tongues also. Everybody knows. But just keep quiet for some time. Allow a woman to speak. Everybody knows that you're a party of big rapists. You all don't respect women.
Don't bring a gender angle into it.
Arnabji's debate. Of course, yes. I will bring gender issue on this. At least on Arnabji's debate, learn something from Mr. Arnab at least. How he respects a woman. Learn something from him at least. Because in your own party, तो कोई ऐसा है नहीं कि जिससे आप लोग सीखे. Because your guru is Asaram Bapu, world's biggest rapist. So he's your guru. But at least
Arnab, can we come to the debate instead of this victimhood outrage?
Yogi said, come back to the subject of what Yogi said, please. Thank you.
Can we come back to the subject, please?
And it is in line with his old statement ki batenge to katenge. He's telling Hindus be united and be strong, and he's telling Muslims don't target Hindus, otherwise Hindus will target you.
Arnabji, BJP and RSS continuously speak such things to increase their votes, but in reality, kahan inka vote bada? Their votes are not increasing, they're going down, their votes are going down. Seeing what happened in Ramji ki Nagari, Ayodhya ji, BJP lost, Samajwadi Party, India Gathbandhan won. Mahakumbh ki Nagari, Allahabad, Mahasangam Nagari, Samajwadi Party, Congress, India Gathbandhan won. Chitrakoot, India Gathbandhan won. In Haridwar, India Gathbandhan won. Badrinath Baba, India Gathbandhan won. And when they think ki jahan Muslim majority hoti hai, there Hindus are not safe. I'll give you an example, Arnab. Just recently, 2024 elections, we had election in...
Are Hindus safe in Rawalpindi?
No.
Are Hindus safe in Pakistan?
Arnab,
are Hindus safe in Sialkot?
You know,
are Hindus safe in Bangladesh? But Muslims are safe in UP. Muslims are safe in UP, but are Hindus safe in Bangladesh?
You want me to speak? That's a second.
No, I want you to...
Arnab, for the last
wait a minute. Let me ask her to in 1 minute. 1 minute. I want to ask you a simple...
debate.
I want to ask
Let
you.
me at least prove my point.
But you are not letting me counter you. I'm very calmly, nicely countering you.
No, I'm nicely trying to prove my point. I'm giving an example of Muradabad, which is a Muslim-dominated area, and 2024 elections, the Samajwadi Party sitting MP was a Muslim, Dr. S.T. Hassan. Due to some reasons, his ticket was cut, and our candidate was upper caste Hindu, Ruchi Veera. Their Muslim-dominated area, Muradabad is a Muslim-dominated area, yet Muslims as well as Hindus, everybody voted for Ruchi Veera, and Ruchi Veera won. So where can you prove a point?
आप हर चीज में politics देखती है नाहिद जी.
No, of course everything.
Arnab, she has been abusing BJP for some time, so allow me to respond, please.
Haridwar, a Muslim candidate of Congress
BJP for the last few minutes. Allow me to respond, please.
Okay, Nahid, I'm allowing Tohin to respond to you. Two panelists have not spoken so far. Panelists have not spoken so far. To recap, Tohin, to recap the issue we want to discuss tonight, so that the debate is fruitful. Are Hindus, the question, just for the viewers, I'm only benefiting the viewers by reminding them, Yogi says that if Hindus are not safe, Muslims are not safe. Secondly, he's saying where Hindus are in a majority, Muslims are safe. But where Muslims are in a majority, Hindus are not safe. He's quite clear about his thinking, and I'm asking people tonight whether Yogi is right.
80 years ago.
Whether Yogi is right. Tohin.
Arnab, 80...
Tohin, start on the debate, Tohin.
Right. Arnab, I want to remind you, 80 years ago...
One minute, Nahid.
Pakistan or the partition of India.
Update the numbers, yeah.
Arnab, since the Samajwadi Party spokesperson has been calling BJP all sorts of names, let me remind you that 80 years ago in his book, Pakistan or the Partition of India, B.R. Ambedkar ji had very categorically listed 3 reasons for Hindu-Muslim riots. Number 1 was cow slaughter. Number 2 was Hindu processions moving about freely. And number 3 was religious conversion. And sadly, the same 3 reasons exist in the country today, and they are exacerbated in regions where the demography is distorted and the population of the minority becomes a majority. We are witnessing that day after day in Jharkhand, where in the last 2 weeks there have been major riots because of religious processions for, going freely about in the streets. Yesterday there were riots. We see that every time in Bengal, and like I mentioned, these are exacerbated because of the attitude of opposition CMs who very categorically say that these are Hindu areas, these are Muslim areas. Yogi ji has shown the way in Sambhal. There is no Hindu area in this country, there is no Muslim area. Every inch of Bharat Mata belongs to every citizen of this country. And I think the opposition CMs, including Mamta Banerjee, should spend some time in Uttar Pradesh and learn how to handle law and order and learn how to handle religious diversity. If they don't, they will be living in denial and they will be giving rise to all kinds of communal problems in the country in the time to come.
Well, when you are in denial about the reality of this country, that becomes a problem. You have to accept the reality, and we have to accept that. Let me put this, Ratnakar Tripathi, are Muslims less secure in Uttar Pradesh than Hindus are in Rawalpindi in Pakistan? We can position things in such a way to make our country look bad to suit our own political narrow interest. But are Hindus less insecure in Punjab province of Pakistan or Sialkot province of Pakistan than Muslims are in Ayodhya, Faizabad or Lucknow? Let's be realistic. Even if you hate Yogi, you will have to accept that the numbers tell the real story.
No, I don't hate Yogi. I really pity him for this shallow understanding and these statements to make an attempt to just solidify his position, because he's fighting his own people.
Congress saying it pities Yogi, right?
Dr. Goswami, I'm not speaking.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm saying you are saying that you pity Yogi.
From the BJP side, you never...
I'm not saying, I'm summarizing what you've said. I'm letting you continue. I'm saying
you call me, you give me time.
No, I've given you full time. But why are you angry when I quote you to yourself? You said that you pity Yogi. I have said, you have said that you pity Yogi. Now you're getting angry. Are you angry at what you yourself just said?
Right? So shall I speak or shall I keep mum?
No, you are here to speak, sir. Absolutely speak.
Yeah. Then respect my right of speech.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, I do. I'm not Nehru.
Oh,
So let me tell you, this statement is totally anti-humanity, anti-national, anti-constitutional, insult to a particular community by tagging that and coloring them hardcore criminals. But what the real thing is,
He has not said Muslims are criminals.
again you
when has he
interrupted,
said?
sir.
He has not
Please.
said that.
Please.
Arey, you keep lying, we will interrupt you.
No, let
Okay,
me
Keep
complete.
lying,
Then I'm
we will
not
interrupt you.
speaking.
When has he said
Just one,
hardcore?
Abhishek,
I'm
let
not here
him,
to
I'll
follow
pit him with
your-
Shantanu because Shantanu has not spoken. Abhishek, just take a back seat for a while. Let him complete. Ratnakarji, please complete.
So he is being targeted by Amit Shah and Modi. In the wheel of this statement, what he is doing, he is giving the countrymen a message that Narendra Modi is feeding and appeasing 2 lakhs people in Bihar, whom I think they are hardcore criminals. Because he says, ki if there are 50 Hindus in a Muslim community, they are not safe. I am in Varanasi. Dalmandi, Aurangabad, Lohta, Lallapura, Pilikoti, are several places where Hindus are in major minority. They never felt unsafe. And what about UAE? Why do you draw parallel with the only Pakistan and Bangladesh? What about the 7 Emirates of UAE? What is happening there? The biggest employers of the Hindu in this region, the UAE, aren't they safe there? You are just coloring all the Muslims that they are rioters. The Yogi said that there hasn't been any
Please
riot.
don't
after
use these
2000.
words about Muslims, sir.
When the
You are speaking
rioters,
about Muslims in a very derogatory way and I object to that.
What do you object?
To the way you are talking about Muslims.
No, you are talking about Muslim, not me.
Apologize. You should
He said
apologize.
that if 50 Hindus are in a Muslim community dominant, they are not safe. I am talking about UAE. I am talking about Kashi. We feel safe and they feel safe. There is a pressure cooker. The venomous politics which is being played by Yogi Adityanath just to counter Amit Shah and Modi. The divisive politics. It is not good. It is not good for the health of people, health of the country, and the future of the country. And you tell me one thing, when the rioters, abettors, and provocators are in the rule, why will there be any riot? And I just listened to one person, I don't know, I respect his statement, but he said, Ayushman dete hain, ye dete hain, wo dete hain. Earlier, the BJP spokesman said, Yogi Adityanath said, कि उनको अपने मजहब का कीगत करने का मौका मिलता है. You are not obliging Muslims by giving that. This is their constitutional right. You cannot stop from that. What you are doing, you are threatening them. You are making a divisive line between Hindus and Muslims. Nothing else. I really pity Arnab Goswamiji. I really pity. Yogi,
I would like to repeat a few words of Yogi Adityanath because people are saying, when you are saying is Yogi right, tell us what he said. Now, he said, Muslims are the safest in Uttar Pradesh. If Hindus are safe, then Muslims are also safe there. Now look at the word, the choice of words
Arnab,
by
it's very
Yogi
clear they
Adityanath.
don't
1
like
minute.
the fact that Muslims
He
are
says
safe.
tonight, and I want to know what
They don't
exactly.
like the fact that Muslims are safe in Uttar Pradesh.
If he says, 1 minute, that's not the point. He's saying, if Hindus are safe, then Muslims are also safe. With all the panelists on the screen, in that small square on the right, I want to play the bite again. I want to play that bite. Let's play on and listen on. Play the bite.
What is not safe is the
Play the bite.
100 हिंदू परिवारों के बीच में एक मुस्लिम परिवार सबसे सुरक्षित रहता है. उसको इसके पर्व और त्योहारों को, उसको अपने सभी मजहबी कर्मों को करने के लिए, या जिस मत और मजहब या संप्रदाय या सेक्ट का अनुयायी होगा, उसको उस परंपरा के अनुसार अपने सारे धार्मिक मान्यताओं या उपासना विधि को पूरी स्वतंत्रता होती है. लेकिन मैं कहता हूं 100 परिवारों के बीच में, एक हिंदू की बात तो दूर करिए, 100 मुस्लिम परिवारों के बीच में 50 हिंदू सुरक्षित रह सकता है क्या? नहीं रह सकता. हम तो सबके बीच सबको समान भाव से देख रहे हैं. उत्तर प्रदेश में मुसलमान सबसे ज्यादा सुरक्षित है, सबसे ज्यादा सुरक्षित है. अगर हिंदू सुरक्षित है तो वह भी सुरक्षित है.
That is the comment. Shantanu, can you hear me? Because you got bad bandwidth there tonight. Can you hear me, Shantanu?
Yeah, I'm traveling.
No problem. What is he trying to say? What is he trying to say? You know him well. You've written about him. You've been his biographer. What is he trying to say, Yogi?
say, Arnab, you can hear me well at the airport. What is Yogi is trying to sell is a simple civilization, right? The civilization, nobody has spoken. Yogi is just in very plain terms spoken about it. India is secular because Hindus are in majority. I repeat myself, India is a secular country because Hindus are in majority. And that also is true in a smaller cosmos. So you can live in if there is a Hindu majority in that area. Otherwise, it's tagged as Twin said, a Muslim area. A Rath Yatra cannot go to a Muslim area. A Hanuman Yatra cannot go to a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
That's what he said in very simple
Okay, one minute. To which I bring a logical question tonight.
He just said it.
Yeah, I got it. To which I lost you there again, so I'll have Abhishek replace you. He's saying, and viewers, this is a moment for us to think logically and not polemically. India is secular with Hindus being more than 80% of the population. Now, if India, Muslims are 80% of the population, or Muslims are 51% of the population, will India remain secular? I am not taking a position. Ratnakar Tripathi, hold your heart and tell me that if India becomes 75% Muslim or 80% Muslim, will we become an Islamic nation or will we remain a secular nation?
Why don't you go to a statistician?
You are avoiding my question. What is... Why are you avoiding? Why can't you say yes?
Answer the question.
Yes, if India becomes 75% Muslim, we'll be secular, we will not be an Islamic
My dear
nation.
Goswami ji.
My dear Mr. Tripathi
answer the
ji,
question.
don't try to avoid by answering my question. If 75% of
I'm not
India's
avoiding.
population is Muslim, will we become a secular nation or an Islamic nation?
Although you have placed a hypothetical question.
Not hypothetical.
Tell you one.
I'm asking a straight
One of
question.
my professor, one of my professors.
I don't know your professors, neither am I your student.
So you don't want to speak? I mean, let me speak.
I'm asking you that if if you counter Yogi, what is Yogi saying? He's saying if there is one Muslim among 100 Hindus, he's safe. But is one Hindu among 100 Muslims going to be safe?
Everybody is safe, Dr. Goswami.
Okay, everybody is safe. According
We have a very close knit. We are family. Everybody is safe.
Oh, everybody is safe.
Everybody is safe.
Yeah. In Nagpur, everybody was safe.
Is Dr. Arnab Goswami,
Nagpur.
Yogi Adityanath,
Nagpur, everybody was safe.
And Amit Shah.
Well, Arnab,
Why do you feel unsafe? So much unsafe, Dr. Goswami. You have too many Muslim employees in your place. So what do you think? If Republic sometime becomes a majority Muslim employees, what will happen?
I'm not running a country, but you are talking about a state.
I'm giving a parallel.
No. You are talking about a
Please,
state.
don't interrupt.
Mr. Tripathi, will India be secular if India becomes 75% Muslim? Nahid, will India be secular if our population becomes 75% Muslim?
Question then.
Arnab ji,
What will happen?
If India is... One minute.
Everyone be anti-national?
Just 1 minute. Mr. Tripathi, just hold your horses. Nahid, the point he is making tonight, and if you learn to listen to him with some depth, he's saying among 100 Hindu families, if there is one Muslim family, then that one Muslim family can carry out all its religious activities, its functions. It is free to live and practice its religion in the way that it wants. Now, Nahid, my question to you is, if there is one Hindu family among 100 Muslim families, will that one Hindu family be free to practice its religions and its festivals in the way that it wants in a country where if a Ram Navami procession goes through a Muslim majority area, if a Ganesh Chaturthi procession goes through a Muslim majority area, Are Baba, even if a Durga Puja idol immersion procession goes through a Muslim majority area, पत्थरबाजी होती है. ये सच्चाई आपको कहीं ना कहीं तो आपको कोई आईना दिखाएगा. कोई ना कोई तो आपको आईना दिखाएगा. नहीं जी,
समझ गई.
ये सब जवाब दीजिए.
अरे सुनिए तो. By Hindu, what Mr. Yogi means is, and what BJP...
By Hindu, he means Hindu. What does he mean?
No, by Hindu, they mean upper caste Hindu. They don't
No, he means Hindu. He means Hindu, he means Hindu. Hindus who celebrate Durga Puja, Ram Navami, that's all. You are the party who says there is a caste division among Muslims. You are saying there's a caste division among Muslims. You say that, and on that basis you demand Muslim quota.
Now you're not letting me speak. What is this?
By Hindus, who does he mean? I said by Hindus, he means Hindu.
By BJP.
The Hindus who went to Mahakumbh.
by BJP, RSS, by Hindus.
कितने हिंदू महाकुंभ गए?
They don't talk about Sanatanis.
जो लोग महाकुंभ गए सब क्या एक ही कास्ट के थे?
So concerned. अब आप मुझे
Did only one caste go to the Mahakumbh, or people from one religion go to the Mahakumbh?
अरे उसी महाकुंभ में जहाँ कई लोगों को मर गए.
अरे छोड़िए ना, आपको इतनी प्रॉब्लम क्या है महाकुंभ से? क्योंकि because it shows Hindu unity.
छोड़ दे मृत्यु की छोड़ दे, बात खत्म करें. हिंदू मरे वहाँ पे भाई, हिंदू लोगों की मृत्यु, निधन हो गया उन लोग का.
The poll should be on.
क्या मतलब, और उसको भी दबाया जा रहा है. 30 का आंकड़ा बताया जा रहा है. You think छोड़ दे. अरे what is all this? At least have
she
some
still hasn't
humanity.
answered your
Now
question.
let me speak.
75% is Muslim. Will we be
Arnab.
secular? If it's 75% Muslim, will India be secular?
About Pichhdas and Dalit safety. No, today only in Agra, Yogi ji was in Agra.
Arnab, you asked a very tough question.
Stop trying to divide Hindus on the basis of caste.
By BJP and the Kandhi
Only
Sena.
dividing Hindus on the basis of caste for votes.
BJP and the Sena attacked a
Just
Dalit
keep
house
trying to
in
divide
Agra.
Hindus on the basis of caste for votes.
See how he interrupted.
What gives you the right to attack Hindus?
Why did you attack Mahakumbh? Are people,
Answer
have
the
there not
question.
been people who have died in the Hajj?
Answer the
Why are you
question.
attacking the Mahakumbh?
75%
Do people
you
not
become
die
the
when they go on
majority,
the
will be
Hajj?
secular.
Have there not been stampedes at the Hajj? Why are you attacking the Mahakumbh? Why are you taking an anti-Hindu position?
How many
For how
thousands
long
died
will we
in
allow
Saudi
you to take
Arabia
a patently
for
anti-Hindu position and say, I'm secular? Every time you attack
Stop
Mahakumbh,
giving these people a
You've asked
platform,
her-
Mr. Goswami.
What is this?
it's very unfortunate.
Stop giving them a platform.
Died in Mahakumbh and you don't want to discuss about it?
Well, do you pass generalizations when people die
We are
in
not
Mecca during the Hajj?
discussing.
Do you pass a generalization at that point of time? Do I do a caste census among the Muslims who go on Hajj?
Muslims were the ones.
Well, don't you say that there is a caste division among Muslims? Why are you so anti-Hindu? Why are you so angry with Yogi? Why does Yogi make you insecure? Why does Yogi make you insecure? Ratnakar
Because we
Tripathi.
keep losing to Yogi.
Of all the leaders who make you insecure, Yogi makes you insecure.
When BJP and RSS, they were not
Because
helping
Yogi has
the
fixed
Muslims,
them.
they were helping them.
Yogi has set them straight.
घर को तोड़ दिया BJP ने.
Yogi has set them straight.
I sympathize with
Yogi has set them straight.
उस पे कोई डिस्कशन नहीं. योगी जी ने भेजा था आज आगरा में कि जाओ दलित एमपी का घर तोड़ दो, अपनी सेना को भेजा था.
Yogi has ended your Gunda Raj, your jungle Raj.
Arnab, you have asked her.
I am asking you that
Arnab,
if
you have-
India becomes a
you asked her-
75% Muslim nation, will it remain secular? I am asking a question, Ratna. What is wrong?
Of course
You should
not.
say yes, it will
मैं
be
जवाब दे
secular.
देता हूँ.
You should say.
मैं जवाब दे देता हूँ.
ये sure नहीं है. Tausif,
मैं जवाब
if
देता
India
हूँ.
becomes 75% Muslim, will it remain secular? You should say, Tausif, yes, it will remain secular. It will not be an Islamic nation.
You all were encountered. Look at the data. The data shows that the Yogi police has not left the Yadavs also safe in Uttar Pradesh. Yadavs have been targeted by Yogi police. That is why Mr. Yogi is
Arre,
so
answer
scared and
Arnab's
perhaps
question.
he knows that
Answer Arnab's question.
He has targeted
Abhishek,
Yadavs.
louder.
Why can't you all answer Arnab's question?
So many Yadavs have
Answer Arnab's question.
counters.
75% will we be secular?
Yogi police has killed Yadav.
If you become 75%, will we be secular?
मैं आंसर कर देता हूँ.
Backlash very soon.
If you become 75%, will we be
Answer it,
secular?
answer
Answer the
it.
question.
That is what scares him.
Why are you not
Yogi is
answering my
scared
question?
because
If India becomes 75%
question.
Muslim, will we be secular?
You will not be able to answer. I will answer you.
Answer the question.
Nobody wants to answer my question. You should say, yeah, India will be 75% Muslim, will be secular.
I will
No, the
answer.
answer is no.
I will answer.
No. Islamic
Arnab,
Republic
I
is
will
what we
answer
will
this
become.
question.
Ratnakar Tripathi is on. Yeah, Tohin.
Arnab, who are you asking these questions? I sympathize with the TMC and Samajwadi representatives on your show. You have asked them a very tough question, and it is but obvious they will not have an answer for it. Why they will not have an answer for it? इनके दो MP जो हैं, ST हसन और शफीरुल पर्क, ex MP जो हैं, वो openly शरिया की वकालत करते थे. You know, when they were in power, they were trying to withdraw cases against terrorists involved in Varanasi blast, and you are asking them whether India will be secular after when Muslims acquire 75% population. These people had promised 18% reservation to Muslims before the 2012 elections. These people had promised 12% reservation to Muslims before the assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh, and you are asking them whether, you know, how will they able to answer this question? They don't have the answer, and their silence tells you the answer. Yes, Yogi ji has spoken the truth. That truth has rattled these opposition leaders,
yes,
and you know they will struggle to demonize Yogi ji.
They know the answer.
अरे आज दलित एमपी के
They know the answer. They can't even admit it.
दलित एमपी के
confidence ही नहीं है.
योगी जी ने अपने गुंडों
उनको confidence ही नहीं है.
दलित और
They want secularism when they're in minority.
उनके कंसर्न
They want secularism when they're in the minority. And they want a theocracy. They want a theocracy when they're in majority.
पिछड़े दलित जहाँ जाते हैं गंगा.
You want a theocracy when you're in majority. You want a theocracy when you're in majority, but you want secularism when you're in a minority.
You want Ganga Jal पिछड़ा person.
You will want your religion to rule. You will want it to be the state's governing ideology and philosophy.
You want
when you're in majority. When you're in minority, you want a constitution. When you're in minority, you want fundamental rights. When you're in minority, you want secularism.
इन्होंने एक सवाल पूछा. They asked a question. इन्होंने एक सवाल पूछा था. Who is a Hindu?
They want his constitution when they're in minority.
She had asked a question. Who is a Hindu? Let me tell you. Let me tell you that the 65 crore people who took a dip in Mahakumbh, they are Hindus irrespective of whether they actually practice in Hinduism or not. They belong to 60 different countries. They include diplomats, they include tourists. All of them are intrinsically Hindus at heart, which they will not understand. Because they have always been deniers of truth. They have always been deniers of wisdom.
Why not?
See, I believe what has happened tonight,
ऐसे सवाल आप ऐसे सवाल.
One minute. Just everybody give me a minute, please. Nahid ji, please give me a minute, ma'am. Please give me a. Nahid ji, give me a minute. Nahid ji, मुझे एक मिनट दीजिए, please. मैं एक point बना. Nahid ji. नाहिद जी आप नाहिद जी आप राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता है समाजवादी पार्टी के. अपना थोड़ा संयम रखिए, मैं जवाब दे रहा हूं आपको. आप कैसी बात कर रहे हैं नाहिद जी? ये तोहिन सिन्हा है, अच्छे राइटर हैं, बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता है, गुंडे नहीं है.
देखिए समाजवादी पार्टी
शॉकिंग लैंग्वेज. You should take this person off air.
नाहिद जी ये तोहिन सिन्हा है, गुंडे नहीं है. आप किसी भी अच्छे राइटर हैं, हिस्ट्री और पॉलिटिकल साइंस के छात्र हैं और अच्छे पढ़े लिखे इंसान हैं. आप इनको गुंडा कह रही है, कुछ नहीं कह रहे.
Look at the meltdown one statement of Yogi ji has caused among these people. Just look at the meltdown and it's happening across political parties.
मुझे एक बात बताइए नाहिद जी.
Such clear,
precise now, Tohin, let me handle this. Nahid ji, 1 minute.
One word they have said about the whole of the Dalit MP. They have said today in Agra. Yogi ji was in Agra today.
Nahid ji, 1 minute.
A democratic country. You're just screaming over everybody else. Just screaming over everybody else.
Nahid ji, मैं
Answer Mr. Goswami's question.
नाहिद जी एक्चुअली मूड पॉइंट क्या है ना, मैंने जो सवाल आज पूछा ये इस पर सबको विचार करनी चाहिए. Everybody should think about the question that I asked. I'll tell you why, Ratnakar ji. See, the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister has revealed that there is a very rapid rise of the Muslim population in India, which grew a record 43% between 1950 and 2015. Hindu population came down 8%. In 1950, Hindu population was 84%. Today, it is only 78 or 79%. Right? So the question I'm asking is not a hypothetical question. If Muslims become a majority in India, will India remain a secular nation? Is a very relevant question given the demographic changes in our country.
India is a secular nation. will be or will always
Yeah, always
be
there.
declaration.
And if the
What
Economic Advisory Council
will always remain.
is having the results on Muslim and Hindu population, I really just pity them. One more thing, ask the RSS people to marry them. They are the one major cause.
You're being silly now. Ratnakar ji, you're being offensive now. You would not say the same about members, about monks from the Christian community. You're being very offensive there towards the RSS, sir. Don't do
You want to
that.
be representative on your show.
No, none of the
You should not say
RSS
that.
Somebody on your show, Arnab, was
It's very wrong of you to talk like that, sir.
I don't know why somebody...
You would not say that about people
Ask them to marry.
of a
They are
certain
Hindu.
religious or social tradition from any other community.
Ask
Very
them to
wrong, sir.
contribute in the increase
Very
of-
wrong, sir. गलत बात कह रहे हैं आप.
Why don't you ask Dr.
It's a
Goswami?
गलत बात है ना?
Why do you question us?
क्योंकि आप हिंदुओं, you don't respect the Hindu community. That's why you talk like that.
Disgusting, despicable,
Please, why-
low-life comments.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Disgusting, despicable, low-life comments should be expunged from the show.
Okay, Nahid ji, Nahid ji, my question to you, Nahid ji, is why is Yogi Adityanath triggering you so much? Oh, this Yogi Adityanath seems to make you, all you people overreact. What is it about Yogi Adityanath that makes you react like this?
Arnab, it's
Is it
only
his
you who
popularity?
take such people seriously.
His
It's
growth
people like
as a
you
leader?
and your channel who take such people seriously. Trust me, people of India, people of Uttar Pradesh, especially PDA, 90% plus population doesn't take Mr. Yogi seriously at all. Everybody knows that he is uneducated
Don't take him
person
seriously.
who talks
You will lose in
brilliantly.
2027
he
also.
has a Chinese mentality.
You will
He
lose in
speaks as per
2027
Chinese
also.
mentality because he's come from the border
Look at
of
these
China's
shocking
border.
statements.
So his mentality.
I have left you with some food for thought,
Do you have a
ladies and
BSc?
gentlemen. If there's a complete change in India's demography,
Do you have a BSc
if Hindus are in a minority, will India remain secular? Is a question tonight. I believe my debate should encourage food for thought. It's a question tonight. You need to think about that if Hindus go into a minority in India, will India remain a secular country? Let us not do any, just fake duplicity on this. सच तो समझना पड़ेगा ना इस बात पर आप विचार कीजिए ना जी
आपको तो डिबेट इस पे करना चाहिए
मैं डिबेट तो कर रहा हूँ इसी पे
Taliban rule.
that if Hindus are in a minority will India remain secular since you oppose Yogi I said that
We will have Taliban rule in this country.
anyway 97% of my viewers are supporting
Look at
Yogi
this
tonight.
Talibani mindset.
97% are supporting Yogi Adityanath tonight
Talibani rule.
and for some reason Yogi really triggers everyone in the opposition
At one point of
in a huge way. I thank you everyone viewers tonight. I thank you so much and I want to remind the judiciary that I continue to closely watch what the judiciary is doing, what the 3-member panel is doing because I think time should not be wasted. People of this country are very, very angry with the corruption case reported in the Delhi legal circuit. You can't delay action in this matter anymore, especially not when we're watching. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Introducing the epic new Swift. Time to go swifting.
Time for a quick breather.